Happy Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Happy the rest of your life. Because happiness is God's will for you. And that is true, and nothing else is true, because only truth is true. At first, to be accepted with some reservation, and then to be considered more seriously, and then to be completely acknowledged, and then just experienced in a glimpse, and then finally to be realized in fullness and accepted and experienced as a continuum without interruption. And that's home. We all want to be happy. That's the question. Do you want to be happy? Because on the understanding that what it is that we want can't be discovered or realized in this world, there's no situation, circumstance, or event that can bring that happiness to us. There's no person, place, or thing that can give us that happiness, because that happiness is within, waiting for us to receive it. It's a gift from God. It's His perfect will. So are we willing to go within? Are we willing to allow ourselves to allow our minds to be purified from the thinking, the false thinking, the erroneous thinking and evil thoughts that pervade it, from some force that somehow we've accommodated, and be surrendered to the will of God? Are we willing to be healed? Are we willing to completely forgive ourselves for believing that somehow we had a will that was separate from God? And to allow ourselves to acknowledge that His will is truly our perfect happiness. Of course, we all want to be happy. There's no question. We want to be happy, but do we want to be happy enough? Enough to allow the impediment that prevents us from realizing what it is that we truly are as complete happiness to manifest in our hearts and minds. Because if we do, then we will be willing to allow ourselves to accept that there is no will but God's. Not mine, but thine be done. Until we let go of the idea that there's a separate will from God's, we cannot have the gift that He longs for us to receive. To allow ourselves to be in full acknowledgement of the blessing that is our gift, not just for Christmas, but forever. That impediment we have to recognize is a force that we've accommodated and give hospitality to for a long, long time. And that force is determined that whatever we try to do, whatever endeavor we make to find true happiness, it will undermine that. Its desire is not for our happiness, but for our unhappiness. And as long as we believe it, as long as we believe its suggestions and the appearances that seem to take place as a result of accepting those thoughts, then we will not be able to accept what it is that is there awaiting for us within. If we understand that there is a power within us, a real power that can undermine that undermining activity of this force that we've accommodated, that it will free us, it will liberate us from all of that misthinking. and that falsity that pervades our minds and brings about an unhealed condition. And if we allow ourselves to surrender to that power, that voice for God, we will be free. And we will be that Christ child in the manger of our own hearts. And we will know what it is to be as God created us, in that perfect happiness. That's all waiting for us. And all we have to do is allow ourselves to acknowledge, not my will, but thine be done. So, happy Christmas. Oh, I have a poem, just a moment. I'd like to read you this poem. It's a poem that I wrote for my dear wife Phyllis many years ago. At her request, she asked me if I would write a poem for her, a Christmas poem, which I did. And she was very happy with it. She thought it was great. And so, unbeknown to me, she actually asked a friend if he would print this and frame it and present it to me the following Christmas as a Christmas gift, which he subsequently did. Now, Phyllis passed away some few weeks after that in the January. And so the following year, we had a family gathering, and this friend presented this poem to me. He was trembling and there were tears in his eyes, and he said, I've been holding on to this now for a year. It was very emotional. And so was I, because this was like receiving a Christmas present from heaven. So here we are, a Christmas poem. Fluttering wings and tinkling bells, and angels' voices singing a Christmas song, a melody of mystery unfolding. Innocence as being reborn into a world forgiven, purified and sanctified by loving hearts in union. And everything is fresh and new and sparkling like the snow. And there's the sound of happy laughter and the sight of grace and flow. All old wounds and grievances are softly laid aside, alike and lost, forgotten, for death itself has died. A star shone in the heavens one still and silent night, and it filled men's hearts with tenderness and gave their eyes new sight. It seemed they'd wakened from a sleep in which they dreamed of hell, but there was just the voice of angels and the tinkling of a bell. Thank you so much, and have a most beautiful, wonderful, and very, very, very happy Christmas. God bless you all.